Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. Shalom. Hey,
Shalom.
first and foremost, as always, want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh,
Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And Shalom. It's your brothers from the GMS Denver camp with our guests from the DC camp, bro. Introduce yourself.
Khan, GMS DC, toss upon him.
Khan. So we here today, man, celebrating in one of the days of the Feast of Tabernacle. And as this thing winds down, man, we're starting to see a lot of Israelites be exposed for being faithless because they're afraid of what's about to come. And that lets us know through the Spirit that they haven't been taking advantage of this grace period that the Most High has given us. They're afraid to come into Jacob's trouble. They're afraid of what Esau is doing. And we've been telling you, beginning with our apostles and elders for years now, that these times are going to come. You see? And I was telling the bros before we even got started, man, we don't have to worry about none of that. We don't have to fear any of that, man, because we understand and know what the Most High's will is. And it's not for our enemies to be victorious over us. The Edomites are going to lose, and everyone who sides with them are going to lose, and that includes the majority of our people here in the land of America. According to the Most High's will, man, we have the victory when it's all said and done. That's the only thing written. That's the only outcome it's about to be. Even though it looks like the odds are stacked against us, you see, with the entire world being against us, we are going to win when it's all said and done, man. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has ordained it to be. What you got?
I had a quick precept. This is in the King James right away. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 13. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
And that's what's happening now. You see, as Yahweh intensifies the flame in the furnace, what's being made known is a lot of Israelites, they're not made of that precious material, man. A lot of Israelites are made of straw and wood. And that's being made evident as Yahweh turns this thing up. Now he has ice rolling against northern and southern kingdom. You see, and Jacob's getting scared. Talking about we hate our people and all you talk about is Jacob's trouble. Well, we can't prophesy anything other than what the Most High says is going to be. Can somebody get Amos 3 and 7 and 8? Baba Kishah? Go ahead.
I want to get it out of the NLT, Baba Kishah, 1 Corinthians 3 and 13. But on the day of judgment, fire will reveal what kind of work each builder has done. Mm-hmm. The fire will show if a person's work has any value. Yep. If the work survives, that builder will receive a reward. But if the work is burnt up, the builder will suffer great loss. The builder will be saved, but like as someone barely escaping through a wall of flames.
And that lets us know that way. Even though we can teach you everything that's written, you still have to believe for yourself, man. That's why it says, what? Let every man be persuaded in his own mind. Yeah. And we're starting to see a lot of Israelites are not persuaded because they've been following the wrong teachers. They've been cultivated in the wrong spirit. That's not of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And that untempered mortar is starting to show. It's starting to be evident, man. This is why a lot of you guys are scared of Jacob's trouble. This is why a lot of you guys have a problem with the true prophets talking about Jacob's trouble, because you haven't used this grace period to your advantage, to build up your spirit, to build up your faith, to build up your trust and your belief in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, knowing for a certainty that the only thing it's going to be is our victory, man. Even if we live or die in Yahweh Shai, we got the victory, man. A lot of y'all don't believe that. Yeah, that's why you're scared. That's why you all up on the elders' comment boards talking about all y'all talk about is Jacob's trouble. We hate our people. If we hated our people, we would be like your teachers and not teach you nothing. Telling you that everything is gonna be all right. Telling you that God is gonna bless America. If we really hated you, that's the spirit we would come in. Telling you that we have another 20 to 30 years in Babylon the Great or another 1,000 years. That will be true hatred towards you, man. But we're showing love to get you in the proper spirit, but a lot of you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I got that Amos, but can I grab this real quick out of 2 Ezra 9 and 7? Mm-hmm. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. So you have to believe in this ministry, to believe in this truth, you know? And you have to believe according to knowledge and understanding. As it is written.
And like it tells us over and over again, but we have guys mocking us about that too. About being faith-based Israelites. Yep. But it says the just shall live by faith. We live by faith and not by sight. Without faith, it is impossible to please the Most High. Yep. Because those that come to the Most High must believe that He is and that He's a what? A rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. And we're supposed to be what? Seeking Him 10 times more. As we return back. And a lot of you Israelites, you are looking at this as another quote-unquote black or brown movement, man. The Black Panthers or the Brown Berets. That's what you're looking at it as. But this is something different. This is in a different. This is in the class of its own. What the Most High is doing through us right now, man.
Yep. Because those movements, they didn't have that breath of life in them. You know.
It wasn't ordered by the Most High.
Right.
I mean, everything is ordered by the Most High, but the only correct way is what the Most High is doing with us. The man here at Great Millstone and the brothers that preach the same doctrine of Great Millstone, and those of you who take heed to our words that we preach unto you through the Holy Spirit, as Yahweh shall pray for, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It says, and shall be able to escape by his works. All right. So this is why we're so diligent, because we understand this. You can't just sit on a couch and be a couch Israelite, you know, keyboard Israelite, you know, or a drive-by Shalom Israelite either. Because you get a lot of those too.
Yep. The Most High look for that. The Most High look for men who are going to stand 10 toes down. And we're coming into the thick of it, man. We're coming to the height of the battle where we're gonna need the Most High through Yahweh Shai to intervene on our behalf. This is what this whole thing has been leading up to. For all of you Israelites who thought prophecy was just gonna stay stagnant and we was just gonna be Israelites in Babylon forever. No, man. It was always gonna move on to the next phase, and here we are in the time of Jacob's trouble, and shit is about to intensify. Hey, spiritual power is coming. The Most High is about to show you who He's with. All these things are about to happen, but so the Most High's name can be magnified, man. And when it's all said and done, it's not for us to receive a loss at the hands of Esau, but it's the other way around. I know the world might not look that way to the world, because we have nothing. They even told you in the speech, you have nothing, you build nothing, you can do nothing, da-da-da-da-da.
Stephen Miller.
But watch. All this workery and machinery that you have is going to pale in comparison to the power that the Most High is going to put upon His men to magnify His name in the earth, man. Just watch. This is what we're here to tell you. And we're not going to shy away from it. We're not going to sugarcoat it or back down or turn coward to make these heathen feel better about themselves, man. No, we're going to go according to what the Most High says is going to be. And that's the only outcome. There is nothing else written but our enemies being put under our feet. That's it.
Yep. And it says, and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the sad perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
We are sanctified to receive the victory through faith, man. The reason the Most High gave us Yahweh Shai so we could come back and have that access to tap into that power by way of faith, man. Mm-hmm. This is all according to the Most High's pleasure, to the Most High's what does it say? According to the Most High's pleasure, according to His good graces. This is what the Most High wants to do.
Right, and the thing is we've had the W from the beginning. You know, it's been written. You know, it was just a matter of time for us to come into remembrance and to understand and to, you know, to be able to really cleave to this knowledge and this truth
And this is that age we're in.
But what's been made known, just as it was in the wilderness, and that's the reason we spent 4 fucking decades, 4 decades in the wilderness, is because what? A lot of Jake didn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
So now the Most High is only working through his faithful elect,
These ancient men.
and you niggas who got left in the wilderness. When we came out of Egypt, you about to be left in this spiritual wilderness now, man, because of the same reason. Lack of faith and unbelief. And that includes a lot of you Israelites who know you're Israelites. That includes a lot of you Israelites who are leading major congregations, man.
Yep.
So somebody had that Amos for me real quick?
I got you. Yeah.
So get 7 and 8, Marcus Shaw.
Okay.
This is the book of
You got it, Amos?
7 and 8, Marcus Shaw.
3, 5,
7 and 8.
3, 7, and 8. Yeah, go ahead.
This is, or let me switch the translation, Salakia. Back to the KJV. This is Amos chapter 7, verse 8. And it reads, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said unto me, Amos.
Amos 3 and 7.
Oh, 3 and
I
7,
got you.
Salakia.
There you go.
I was in 7 8.
I got you. Amos 3 and verse 7. Surely Yahweh the Most High will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
So the Most High has already given us the insight of how this thing is going to play out. And we believed it. So we're not moved by what we see Esau doing. Yeah, we see him coming down and rolling ice out in Chicago. Guess what the brothers in Chicago doing? Standing bold. We been knew this was coming. We was taking this thing serious from the time we heard it. We wasn't looking at this as another fad or another trend or get rich quick scheme. We wasn't looking to make merchandise off of this. We were looking to do what the Most High told us to do. So when these days got here, we could stand in boldness, knowing and understanding that we moved how the Most High told us to move. We could come to the throne with confidence and boldness because we were walking in the fear, adhering to what the Most High told us to do through Yahweh Shai. Moving in the spirit of faith, moving in the spirit of belief, moving in the spirit of trust, moving in the spirit of faithfulness. Even though we're not perfect in the flesh, our minds never move from the doctrine. Even though we're not perfect in the flesh, we never charge the Most High with folly or Yahweh Shai with folly, man.
Yeah.
Whatever goes on in our life, we know that the Most High is cultivating us and building us up to stand with boldness as our enemies come our way, man.
You got to look at this as a learning experience, because everything that's been happening are tests for that final exam. 2020, that was a test.
It's all, hey, we've been doing practice runs in our daily lives, man. The Most High having shit go haywire just so we can call unto him, and it's happened over and over and over. So he's been training us. It's not just one time you go through some hell and it's over with. Your entire course of being in the truth has been trial after trial after trial to have your faith tested, man.
Yep. And it goes beyond even this life. We've been training since one of the titles of the Lord's servants, the prophets, is the ancient men, right? Because we've been those spirits that he created. We were here before the foundations of the world. It tells you in Ephesians, the 2nd chapter. So with this thing that we've been rehearsing, the spirit that's been manifesting all the way up until this day, it goes way back, man. The ancient spirits, the first fruits.
We try to keep it surface though, because Jake, you know what I'm saying? When we get past ourselves, that's how we talk though. When we come out to bring it out, we don't go that deep because Jake really ain't ready to take in that meat, you know what I'm saying?
Give him the milk before
just give him the milk, because a lot of you Jakes are still milk level, man. You really ain't ready to go to the deep, dark secrets of the Most High. A lot of you still can't even grasp reincarnation, man.
I got a quick one.
Let him finish
come.
and then let the brother talk upon you.
This is Amos 3 and 7. Surely Yahweh, the Most High, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
So the whole will of the Most High has been made known unto us. Now, how this thing is about to play out at the end of this heathen age, the Most High has laid it out from the beginning to the end. We don't need to know if the earth flat or not. That shit don't matter. We don't need to know how, like the angel was asking how much a fire weigh. We don't need to know none of that. We don't need to know how many stars in the heaven, we don't need to know how much the earth weigh. All we need to know is what the Most High has laid out to come to pass when it comes to Jacob and Esau, how this thing is about to play out. They're going to come against y'all. They're going to demonize y'all. They're going to persecute y'all because y'all serve my son Yahweh Shai. But don't worry, I got y'all. Don't worry, I'm going to help y'all. Don't worry, I'm going to uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness. This is what's been told unto us according to the Most High secret. A lot of y'all don't understand it because all you were doing was following these Israelite camps with these gimmicks. You see, like the fucking WWE characters. He got charisma and you just follow him. This nigga telling you all the wrong things. He ain't getting your mind prepared to stand when it comes to the MOTB. Or they getting you prepared to go and take it. You see? Because the secrets haven't been revealed unto them. It's only been given to the true men of the Lord. And that's why we're standing in boldness where we are, because we know the Most High said he was going to take care of us, and we're going to hold him to that. And that's why, and the thing is, you just can't uphold the Most High to it, or hold the Most High to it. You have to be doing what you have to do on your end. You see? In all truth and sincerity, man. Once again, this is not about putting on the show. When there's no one around and the cameras are off, we're still doing this.
Using your talents, you know, they're not there just when the camera's on or when you're around brothers. Your talents are to be used every single day of your life, every hour, every second, man.
So finish that, Shabani.
Verse 8 says, "The lion hath roared, who will not fear? Yahweh the Most High hath spoken, who can but prophesy?"
That's all you can do. Because the will of the Most High has been laid out to come to pass from the beginning. Everything we see happening was already foreordained before the earth was even created, man. So this time of Jacob's trouble that we're in right now was already set to come to pass according to the Most High's will. All we can do is tell you before we got to the point that it's coming. And all we can do is tell you now is what? We're in it. We're in it. That's all we can tell you. It was always going to be this way. So for all of you who are still talking about ain't no tribulation coming, y'all always talk about Jacob's trouble, y'all hate y'all people. No, man, this is what was set out in the will of the Most High. Prophecy is just playing out, man. And all we can do as the prophets is prophesy and give you the word from the Most High. That's all we're doing. You see? And according to that word, we have the victory, man. No matter how you cut it. That was it on that one?
You want me to read 9?
No, that was it. That was it.
Oh, okay.
No, you made a beautiful point. How Jake just think this is another black and brown movement. And it's not. So I was going to bring out Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6. And it reads, "Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of Yahweh unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts." So this thing is of the Most High. They thinking that this is some type of, like you said, movement, that just men coming together. They agreeing, oh, we Israelites now, let's put on these little, these garments y'all call dresses and go out there and scream at white people. No, man. Yeah. This is essentially of a low-level spiritual power, man. Ezekiel 37, the valley of the dry bones, man. So that black business, it's not by no financial might or power. This is not by no numbers like these other camps. As much power and might because we have 5,000 people marching down the street. No, man, this is about a spirit. And when you go up, it talks about the 2 olive trees. So the northern kingdom prophets, the southern kingdom prophets coming together under the governor, of Israel, which was Zerubbabel, which, if you could receive it in the spirit, was David. You see what I'm saying? And we know who our prince is, all right? And we following under that same spirit of going after the heart and the will of the Heavenly Father, just like our King David, man.
Yep, and what's being reestablished in the earth, man, the throne of David. And when you go into the throne of David, that is not everybody being equal to each other, man.
Nope.
That's the Israelites reigning supreme over all heathen nations. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Shai is coming to reestablish in the earth. So the victory is inevitable. Now we're gonna have to go through tribulation to get there. Let's not get it twisted. But that's kind of exciting, because now with the tribulation coming, we're not looking at it. Oh God, that what's going to happen. We're looking at it like, shit. Am I gonna get that power? Shit, we praying to the Lord. Hey, Lord, if you let me get that power, let me destroy mightily in your name. Like, hey, all of our righteous forefathers have done, man. That's how we're looking at it. When these troops come like a flood and we out here outnumbered fucking 2,001, we're gonna be crying to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai so he can send out his spirit even heavier into us through his son, and we can magnify them in the earth. That's the only thing that's coming. So we hear Esau is talking, the dragon is breathing, fire, all type of shit. But we know what the Most High said is going to be when it's all said and done, man.
I was gonna just add to your what you said about the house of David. Not all Israel is on the same rank as is the house of David, and even within the house of David, there's different rankings.
Everybody in that order. You see, because you got King David, he's the chief of the 144,000. With Yahushua being over that, and every man falls in that order. King David, probably the Apostle John, Yahushua's favorite disciple, then it falls in order after that. And guess what? Look, I don't care what number one or the 144 I am. I just want to be a part of the 144. Even if I'm a part of the great multitude, I'm cool with that. But I'm fighting to be a part of that 144. The brothers in Dallas just did a video Saturday talking about that winner's mentality. I'm not in this to lose. Right. I'm in this to win. You have a lot of Israelites, even a lot of Israelites who know they're Israelites. They're talking about, well, why we got to do all that when we're gonna be back in the kingdom of heaven anyway? That's a loser's mentality. Right. When you understand the hierarchy and the access that you get to have by being with Yahushua at his table, every Israelite is not going to experience that. Now every Israelite is gonna have a blast in the kingdom of heaven, but there's gonna be levels to it. And I want to be at that top tier premium level at the right hand of Yahushua, Lord willing, man. That's what we're fighting for.
But them same Jake, you put them on a dominoes table or a spades table, they want to get competitive and have a winner's mentality then. But when it comes to life and an incorruptible crown, you don't want to have that same fire in your spirit to win, man.
Jake about to get the big spade, about to break the damn table. Get the fucking, he get domino. Nigga, domino, slap that shit on the table all hard, dominoes bouncing all over the place.
Like Ice Cube.
Yeah.
If I could get a quick precept on that real quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9.
Jake backwards, man. Y'all niggas are backwards. I didn't understand it until I came into the truth. Like, we was in that mindset too, man. But now the Most High, he's done something to us, man. Well, we are willing to lay our life down for this, man. If it come to it.
You just quoted that Psalm 73, Asaph. You didn't understand it until he came into the tabernacle of Yahweh.
Cause we thought black culture was it. We thought we had it locked. That is nowhere close to what Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua is gonna bring us into, man. It's gonna when we're brought into the fullness of that glory, we are gonna be embarrassed about how we were acting down here in the earth, talking about black and brown, all that bullshit. We're gonna be embarrassed. It's gonna be disgusting. It's already disgusting.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Come on. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, starting at verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain.
Yep.
And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
And that's what we're doing, man. We are running this thing to finish it out. We're not running it to stop halfway through, but to turn back and go into the world and act as if this thing never existed, like we were never a part of the greatest thing that you could be a part of on the earth. We're looking. Hey, what did Yahushua say? Let no man take your crown. And we believe that for real. Yeah. You got the crown in your hand. You just got to hold on to it. That's and we are in the spirit to hold on to death if that's what it calls for. Because we know if we have to die for this truth and be martyrs, bro, that's the greatest honor you can have. Yep. That's an automatic seat at Yahushua's table, man. You see it. The Most High allows to allow us to be of that number, man. Call Halal Yahushua.
Yep. But it comes down to lack of faith.
Yeah, bro.
They don't understand or believe the gospel, which is a good news to you as an Israelite. You don't truly believe when we telling you what is to come, the mansions that the Lord is preparing for us when we're going into all these planets and galaxies and systems and things of that nature. They can't fathom spiritual power even before the kingdom come on this side. The standard that's going to be lifted up. So how could one? That's why I was going to read this next verse if I may. Verse 26, it says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. The point was not as uncertainly, because Jake grow up under Esau in his captivity, they looking for a life purpose. So it's like, yo, I know this is the end, But how do I get there? So you running uncertainly. You don't know where you're going. You feel me? But we know exactly what is coming at the end of this thing. Because Yahweh Shah said, everything from the Father that was told unto me, I've told unto you.
It's giving us structure, man. It's giving us a clear goal to fight for. You know? All this having to make these decisions about what you're going to do with the rest of your life here in Babylon before we came to this truth, the Most High has made it simple for us. Follow my son. It's going to lead you into this kingdom where you can have your heart's desire for the rest of eternity, man.
Yep.
You see? And that's what we're fighting for, man. See, it's one of my favorite scriptures, Isaiah 64:4.
Oh, yeah.
What's coming our way can't be comprehended. You know, they got it because they can get a nice little house, they got a couple cars, nice little family, whatever. Look, man, the Most High, even how I say, whatever we have to do, lose on this side, we're going to get back 100-fold. And the Almighty is 100-fold, because that Yahweh Shah told us that, because that's what the Father told him. The Almighty is 100-fold, bro. Yeah, come on. Yeah. You can't put a
box. You can't put it in a box.
You can't fucking
just to give a little just to give a little imagination out there. And we are those men. How many times have we stand stiffly for this truth in our lives before this one? You know?
So now it's compiling interest.
Yep.
Every life has compiled. That's a good point.
Well, yeah,
that's a good point.
That labors of love shall follow you. So it's going to follow us in our last lives as well if we did this labor, because the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets, man. So if you prophesied now, you was prophesying back then as well. You know what I mean? But that's why I was saying with the belief, because imagine a Jake that's not in his truth. He reading that precept or get brought up to him. We have forsaken all, but those that are forsaken wives, this and that.
I'm holding.
You got it? Read it real quick.
Well, I was holding, that's 29. I was holding, I was going to start at 27.
Okay.
But that's good that you said that. That's the spirit. Because, hey, listen, like what we're talking about, one of the things about the men of the Lord are the visionaries, right? Seers, prophets. You have the ability to see that. So let me start at Matthew 19:27, because there's going to be levels, just like the brother Halaki was saying earlier. There's levels to this, right? Just like in Esau's kingdom, you have levels. Same thing with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in the kingdom. There's levels, and we want to be part of that elite. That's why we're fighting so hard. This is Matthew 19:27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. And what shall we have therefore?
So look, that's the first thing. Jake don't want to forsake this material.
You don't want to let it go.
So that means that when we read that all of the elements shall burn up with fervent heat, these people don't believe that. They believe that they're going to, like the Egyptians. The Egyptians died, the mummies back then, and they put the money and whatever
like
their favorite
take it
to the afterlife or some shit like that. That's how you Jake think out here in America. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 28, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily, I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So that shows order, right? Not all Israelites are going to be on the same level in the kingdom.
Yeah, those that followed him in the regeneration.
You're going to, the judges of the earth. Even right now, we're judges, of the earth. Just imagine how much more, because that we're going to have those heavenly bodies, and we're going to be on a different level than everybody else. Verse 29, and everyone, this is Yahushua speaking, by the way, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
So look, the first one. I'm gonna just, because I was gonna talk about the wives and fuck the women right now. The first one said lands, right? There's a statistic that's out right now that Gen Z, about 78% of Gen Zers have forsaken the American dream to think that they can own a home, have a mortgage or whatever, right? So imagine somebody that's not in this truth, and they don't even have a belief of America and society's going to help them to buy, that house, that 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, picket house, do this and that and the third. And then to think that he said you're going to have 100 times that. So they can't even think about getting one house. So how much more can they think about getting 100 mansions in the kingdom? They can't fathom it because they're not visionaries, they're not seers, and the Spirit of the Lord is not working.
And you have that where there's no.
That kind, I was just thinking about that right now
And
too.
the thing is this: when it goes into the mansions, because like I believe, according to what's written, like the Promised Land, the 144 and the great multitude, we're gonna get a nice little portion in the Promised Land. And when that thing fills up, we're gonna have to go off planet. We already know this. So just imagine, that's talking about your estate, your portion in the Promised Land from the Nile to the Euphrates. You're gonna get your part in that, and then add the 100-fold onto the different planets or the different galaxies that you've been blessed with for giving up your life on this side, and every time that you've been reincarnated for your So the reward is far exceeding all this tribulation that's coming our way.
Even explaining it comes short.
Yeah.
You know, even the way the brother explained it, it's still coming short, right? Because we can't even fathom it, man. We understand we're in the heaven, or I mean we're on earth. There's a heavenly understanding and there's earthly understanding. So these things that we're about to come into is we can't even think about it. You might as well grab that. Grab Isaiah 64.
That's why the big bro said, you feel me? People come at us because we're faith-based Israel, because that's the bottom line of this thing. This thing is rooted upon faith. You feel me? So Hebrews 11:1, for faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Remember, Yahweh, who said it, that these men see me, but you haven't seen me, and yet ye believe. You know how much faith you have to have that, like us right now? We can't remember the things of aforetime. Some of us was with Yahweh Shai in them days.
But it's just in us.
And we like, yo, we will put our lives on the line for something that can't even be proven physically
And that goes
to these people.
And that goes to being educated, which means to draw out. Something that was already in you is being drawn out of your spirit. Your spirit is being quickened through the Holy Spirit. All this stuff that we knew from times past is being reawakened in us and drawn out. And we're acting it out and standing how we stood back in the day, man. Because we are the children of the Most High. It tells you that in Romans 8. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. We're the only ones doing this. We're the only ones who are believing in the fullness of the record, man. When I say the fullness of it, I'm talking about the what people think is, what's the word can I use? Preposterous. What they think is just far-fetched. That's only some stuff you see in the movie Avatar. That's only some Hollywood. No, we about to play this out on the earth. And then all throughout the entirety of the heavens, man. That's how far out what we're a part of is, man.
Yep.
What's up?
You have brought that up about, you have seen me in the flesh. What about those that have not seen me? Seen me? This is beautiful. You brought that because I've been telling us I was reading 2nd Ezra today. And there's a precept right here. I'm about to read it. It goes right into that. Precepts with what we're talking about. It's 2nd Ezra 1:37. It said, and then I got that Isaiah 64. This is 2nd Ezra 1:37. It says, I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
That's what I was thinking about. Y'all was thinking about the other one. I was thinking about this one, but that's the spirit. Because that's what it's all about. Believing in what we can't see. And that's the greatest thing that we could do. And the thing is, when you go into the scriptures and understand that the only reason you can do that, you see, you haven't seen Yahweh Shai the Most High with bodily eyes, but you believe the thing that he says, is only because the Most High blessed you with that special ingredient of faith. It was a gift directly from the Father.
Or Ephesians 2:8.
So the Most High had the blueprint for every member of the elect, how he wanted their spirit to be cultivated. So he made Yahweh Shai. And they gave Yahweh Shai the blueprint. Yahweh Shai brought forth the elect. He was like, hey, don't forget this part. Add faith to these spirits right here. That's directly from the Father. What's up?
No, I was going to say, because that's why he brought up Ephesians 2, because in that first verse, talks about the predestination. You see what I'm saying?
Chapter.
So that faith that was given, give this the first fruits, this cluster of the great, a strong amount of faith, and what's written from before.
Yep.
So, like you were saying in the beginning, that victory was already won, and we're just now coming back into that because we had to go through to be true gods. Like
basically our souls was waiting on our flesh to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Not just faith, because people have a lot of faith in a lot of shit. We have true faith. We have faith in what's true. We have faith in reality. These people have faith in Babylon and faith in their bag and faith that if I get this Ferrari, I can get any bitch I want to get. If I can just make it here, they have the faith that they pour their whole life into this one thing, having the faith that they're going to accomplish. They do. But that's faith in something that's temporal. We have faith in the everlasting. That's different. That's what sets us apart.
Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Yep.
And now that makes us outcasts. Now that makes us targets for this world who are living in this false reality, man. A reality that we're in the midst of, like we're in the fucking matrix. You know what I'm saying? Just calling it out, and not everything is going haywire because we're that glitch in the matrix.
But it makes us outcasts in a good way, because by that happening, what happens? We're being made holy, separate from array from these other people. Right? I'm gonna read this one more time. This one hit hard. This is Second Ezra 1.
There's another movie where they go in Inception.
Yeah.
Where they change things too many and shit starts attacking them.
Yep.
And that's what we're doing.
That's what's happening now. We're in the world of Satan.
Some juggernaut shit.
You know, we're in the world of Satan, propagating the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and these agents of Satan are reacting to it, and now they're starting to come after us, man. You know, that but this is what it was always gonna be, and we're gonna win. Yeah.
Second Ezra 1:37, it says, I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And who are the little ones?
That's us. That's us.
The Lord's
servants. And over the course of time, it's the righteous that's preserved, man. When you read about that seed line being preserved from the beginning, from Adam, all the way through Noah, Shem, so forth and so on, and down to Abraham, Isaac, that's what we're doing, man. And the Most High has always weeded it out to where I got this righteous cluster for me. Always. And he always gets rid of the dross, man. We're the ones who are rejoicing at what we're hearing. The rest of our people, the rest of the wicked sons of God, they're not rejoicing in this. They're looking to continue to stay slaves up on the Esau, man.
Yep. It says, I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
That's why Yahweh Shai, my sheep hears my voice and follow me whithersoever I go. And that's why I came out with that first scripture in Zechariah. Not by might nor by power, but by spirit. See, it's the spirit that is gathering. You see what I'm saying? What is it the epistle of John, chapter 3 or 4, how the spirit is like the wind.
Listen.
Where it bloweth, but it's there though. You know what I'm saying? So the Holy Spirit is with certain men, and it is being, utilized to teach, and it's gathering by His Spirit, is gathering, the elect.
Yep. Go ahead. All right. I mean, I have two, but
Go ahead,
show one. First one is Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
And that's what we're witnessing right now. Our people have such a great distrust for what's written in the scripture because what Esau did to it, they're lacking in the vision. Because they still believe. I just seen an old clip from T.I. talking about black people on he said something about Christianity just because Esau used the book. But you gotta understand, and this is why my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You niggas don't study. If you were to study what was going on during the time of slavery, you would have understood that they're not giving you the full understanding of the Bible. They gave you the slave Bible, where they took out 80% of what's written and gave you slaves be obedient to your masters. Not even using that in the context. That was going to the time of the Romans, where you had Israelites who were believing in Yahweh Shai, that was masters in households and servants in households. And because you were understanding this truth, that didn't give you a liberty to go and wild out. That's what it was talking about. Esau took it and used it for his own wicked purposes. And now, because of that, Jake has a great disdain and a distrust for the scriptures that you can't even partake in the vision. And because of that, you're about to lose. But the thing is, you will believe in the American dream. Is that not what Esau gave you? Come on now, you niggas are hypocrites, bro. It just proves that you truly hate the Most High. You don't want to come into the fullness of being the sons of God because you don't want to take on the responsibility. You don't want to be hated. You don't want to be an outcast. You don't want to have to eventually give up your life for this. So you're gonna teeter on the side of Esau and hope that he's gonna have mercy upon you. But you niggas are seeing right now, nope.
And that's why that hate is projected unto us. Because just like you said, they hate Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai said they don't hate you, but they hate me. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm basically dwell with you. You know, so we're pushing up the true truth. That's why they'll have little beef with the Christian church and all that, but you see the beef is on a whole nother level when it comes to us Israelites. You're not scoffing the Christian churches like that on TikTok and YouTube, like they scorning and scoff Israelites. It was straight disrespect, you know?
And also it shows that because they're not the elect, right? If they're in that spirit, if they're not coming into the fold of this knowledge and this truth and this ministry, they're not the elect. It's simple. We're the spirits that they're able to discern, you know? So we know that by that, because the elect are going to have a diligent spirit on seeking Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I got this precept that says, Psalm 19:7, it says, the law of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is sure, making wise the simple.
That's what it says. It's sure, man. And it also tells you in the book of Proverbs, if I'm mistaken, the Most High's word is tried 7 times over. It's that pure. You see, we don't have no reason to distrust it, man. The Most High's track record is impeccable when you go back and look at the history. Everything that he said he was going to do has been done. He hasn't said something, he was going to do something and then not come through on it.
Right.
And that's why we're standing in the boldness where we do, because we're not banking on it being according to us. We're putting this on the Most High's reputation. You know what I'm saying? Us getting the victory is on the Most High's reputation, on his name. You see? So we don't really have to brag and boast about what we can do. Hey, our Father said this is what's going to happen. When you come against it, he said he's going to do this. And that's what causes us to stand in boldness. Because we're standing on the word that can't be changed or altered. We're standing on the word that's faithful. The word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. A word that he put upon himself that he will uphold and keep. So what we got to be afraid of, I'm about to say scared, afraid of you fucking Edomites for. You see?
And then the point I was going to make is this is converting the soul. So you have to be diligent. Like the answers are all in the scriptures. The Holy Spirit has all the answers, right? It explains everything. But you're not going to know that, and you're not going to have that in your soul. If you're not the elect, you're not going to be converted. Because why? You're not going to be diligent. Because you might read these scriptures to people who maybe you think they might have a shot at being the elect, right? And you read it to them, and they're like, "Oh man, I didn't know that was in there. I didn't know that said that." You know, but it takes that whole. You got to swallow that whole scroll for that soul to be converted. And the men of the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we're in that spirit where we're digesting the whole book. You know, and this is what's ultimately built our faith and what's converting our soul to be those elect.
So the elect are going to take hold of the words when it's being taught to them correctly, because in the world we were not taught correctly, so we didn't understand what was written in it. As you know, we have scriptures that sit there and say, well, I can read it, but I really don't understand unless someone teaches me, you know?
Because the Most High Spirit wasn't with it.
Yep.
So what we're involved in now is of the Most High, not of man, and that's why it's flourishing the way it is. That's why no matter what you people try to do to come up and try to upset it or overthrow it, it can't be done. You see, because this is the Most High's power. He's powering this thing He's powering this thing forward for His word to be fulfilled. For all that He's promised unto the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to come to pass, ain't shit that no one can do to stop it. Not these Edomites, not these rebellious of our people. there's nothing that all you're gonna do is be met with the judgment that was already ordained to come upon you for rebelling against the Most High's word, man.
It's like
That's
it's like John 3:16.
Mm.
You know, everybody reads it, but if you don't know what that world goes into, you're not gonna know exactly what that scripture means.
And even if you break it, because we've done this at camp before, give to somebody a Christian, come up, break down the world, going into cosmos, show them in the blue letter, this is what it means, give them the precepts in Isaiah, in Hebrews, there's more than one world, and if the Spirit not working with them, it's not going to get it, because it ain't for everybody, you know?
Yes or no?
I had one more, I wanted to bring it out, what the brother quoted, but in the GMT, it says John 3 and verse 8, it says, the wind blows wherever it wishes, you hear the sound it makes, but you do not know where it comes from or where it's going. It is like that with everyone who is born of the Spirit.
Mm-hmm. So you don't know when the Lord is going to work on the mind of a potential hopeful elect and wake him up, you know what I'm saying, in whatever part of the world that he's at, whether it be, out the country, here in Babylon the Great, and the Lord is dealing with that person, and people outside looking at it, like it says in Corinthians, the spiritual things can only be spiritually discerned. They're foolish unto the carnal man, roughly paraphrasing. Mm-hmm. So that they can't understand it because they don't know where that wind comes from, which is ultimately that breath of life. That knowledge, this truth, this understanding.
Well, how do you know all this? It's the Spirit, man.
Where'd you get it from?
Oh, you guys must have practiced this.
No, it's the Spirit in us, driving us forward to fulfill the words the Most High written, man. It's the Most High doing this. We have no sense. Look, man, I told you, I didn't even think about coming in. I didn't know about the truth or was even reading the Bible. Mm-hmm. I tried to read it when I was younger multiple times. I'm like, bro, I don't understand none of this, bro. I couldn't even get past the creation. I'm like, bro, it's too, the Gervish writes this and the da-da-da-da this. I'm like, bro, who the fuck are these people? Then you understand and know it's something about this book that's special. But you can't really put your finger on it. But you know that, because I know, like, bro, some ain't right about Christianity. Yep. But I know it's something about this book. And I know it because this book is being used all throughout the world for a reason. It's the most published book in the world for a fucking reason. They took it and tried to use it against us for a reason. Then when the Most High taps you in the spirit and lets you in the, that's why. Yep. Then you start to be fed in the spirit. Like, oh, it makes so much sense. Damn, that's what it meant. That was so much easier. And it's easy now because you have the Spirit of the Most High upon you, guiding you in the understanding of it through the men that He set up to teach us the word, man. It's easy now. Yep. It's easy.
And this knowledge is given to us to what? To teach and edify. It's not given to us to boast in it. Yep. Be proudful in it. No, we're just doing what Yahweh has commanded us to do. Mm-hmm. Why? Because we're seeking the same reward as the prophets of old.
And when you really look at it, it ain't even us.
Yeah.
It's the Spirit of the Lord on us, making us do it, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful part about it. When you move yourself out of the way and don't understand and know that you are being used as an instrument by Yahweh Shah for Him to speak through, to propagate His word in the earth. Because what He tells you, He speaks about what? The ministry of the prophets. You see?
Bro, like, you know what? It's funny because I was just last night, while I was doing the video and I got done doing the video, I was like, bro, I'm sitting there. Like, when I do my lessons in Spanish, I don't just sit there in one version. I have to go through the RV 1960, Reina Valera, the old one. I go through the Dios Habla Hoy, DHS. I go through the LELA. I go through the NT, Nueva Traducción Viviente, NTV, and all these different translations I have to go through to make sure that I'm publishing out my videos correctly, because there's the words, the translations ain't worded correctly in certain books. So I have to go to these other translations, and I was sitting there, I was like, how am I able to do this? I'm like, that's the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua.
And to you dumbass pagan Christians out there, that's the true understanding of speaking in tongues. That's what it's talking about. Speaking His word in Spanish. One of the bros from the UK, He was just breaking the word down in Korean. That's what it means by speaking other languages. That shit, that
Tongue.
show
Yeah.
bullshit you niggas
Mhm.
talk about in the church, translate that for us. You can't.
Right.
So how is that edifying to anybody that hears that
And the
bullshit?
scripture says that. It says that it's not. If you can't edify, then it's useless. You know?
So just like we have a family of Northern Kingdom Israelites, whether they be Mexican or what other Northern Kingdoms try to speak Spanish?
Salvadorian,
Yeah, the whole central
Yeah.
Peru,
Yeah, if
Bolivia,
any of
all
them
of them,
come
man.
up right now, I could be the main speaker and go into the scripture and break it down in English, and this brother could come right behind me in the Spanish in a different tongue and break. That's what it's talking about, speaking in tongues. That's the true understanding of it, man. That's the Boca Show,
Oh.
Marcus on the mechanic,
Look
all
at
that
that.
bullshit.
Look at the brothers out there in Italy, bro.
Yeah.
I sit there and hop on their channels, and I think I said it before. I think about like 80% of the words that they say, I understand it because it's similar. Is that Latin?
Yeah, it's
You know, so-
it's
yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Yo, and I sit there and I can listen to them in Italian, and I can't understand everything, but I'll sit there and start listening, and I can throw up precepts on there of
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Yeah. And look, because it's all ultimately dependent upon prophecy. Because in Acts, what is that? Chapter 1 and chapter 2, right? Why didn't that happen other times? We were scattered into these nations and spoke different languages. So
Yeah.
look, we disobeyed the Heavenly Father, and He said one of the curses was to scatter you. And then yet He still gave us a way to come back to Him to listen to the gospel in another tongue that wasn't our original tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then these Christians try all this blah 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 boo 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 shit and all of that. Now the reason why these other tongues, because we have been disobedient to the Father and we've been learned, Hellenized, and these, so to speak,
So far removed from
Yeah.
who we actually are, man. We had to be taught it into in a bastard language. But the most also powerful that he had it preserved for us just to get it here in these last days. And we grasped the understanding of it, and now he's moving this timeline forward, and we're coming into the kingdom, man.
Hey, he gave us all the tools we needed. Hey, Apostle Tahar started telling us how to use the blue letter.
Yep, going to the Hebrew, going to the Greek, so you get a better understanding. IUIC.
Knowledge shall be
The
increased. in
English
last
is
days.
not enough.
The
English is not enough.
God, I got a precept just because we're talking about regarding the tongues. This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 26. It says, "How is it then, brethren, when you come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation. Let all things be done unto edifying. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at the most by three, and that by course, and let one interpret. But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silence in the church,
Keep silent.
and let him speak to himself and to the Most High."
So I'm not gonna be at camp trying to preach in Spanish while all you brothers just know English. That makes no sense for me to be doing that. It's not edifying nobody, and the brothers can't even help me to bring out precepts.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't say that. That's right. That's right. But the thing is, if you don't understand what he's saying, he can be going off.
Yeah.
So that's why, come on, man. So what you pagan Christians talking about? It shows us the power of the Most High, man. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Everything that's going on is being ordered and empowered through the Holy Spirit.
And showing the whole entire world that the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is upon his men wherever they are at.
Yep.
And that's why they shook, like he was talking with these heathen nations, you know what I'm saying? Imagine, like the story that they say, at Old One West, they pull up in that limo, it was like, how much millions of dollars we didn't put to try to stop, how did y'all learn this knowledge? And now it's 2025,
Yeah.
and so-called Negro Latinos, Native American, and speckled bird brothers, wherever they may at, is listening on the live streams, doing videos, all at the same time in the same unity.
Got the same.
Yeah, and I'm
Same
talking
spirit.
about Great Millstone, because these other camps, we are the ones that all believe the same exact thing, speak the same exact thing. It's going to come out differently because brother got different styles or whatever. But and they like, yo, what?
I was just meditating on that same shit the other night, bro. That's crazy. Every brother, I was laying here, I'm like, bro, we all sang the same song, but every brother got their own style and flair they put to the song, you know what I'm saying?
And that's how the prophets were of old, you know.
That's
They would
spirit.
say
That's spirit.
similitudes metaphors. They didn't all, like one prophet would call it a flying serpent, another one would call it an arrow. They're talking about missiles. So it's the same thing. Really quick before, and then I'll let you grab what you have on the one. This is Psalm 19:2. It says, "Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard." All right? Go ahead and
That's how
break
you
down.
know that's the internet scripture in Psalm 19. They'll try to think it's, something like actually talking to you and that, or whatever they think it, on a carnal level. No, man. This truth, at any amount of time, while we're asleep, people in the Eastern Hemisphere is making videos. While they're asleep, people in the Western Hemisphere is making videos. Spanish, Italian, Korean, English.
There is no language where our voice is not heard.
24/7, 365.
God.
This is, bro. Once
That's
again,
the body at work, bro.
it ain't shit that you either can do to stop this, man. This is bigger than you. Yahweh Bashmi Shah is bigger than you, man. Bigger than what you trying to do. Psalms 2:10. Why do the heathen rage and imagine of anything? That's all you're doing.
Because
Because
you're trying to
the
stop something that can't be stopped.
the most about the flex is power beyond anything the world has ever seen before, man. To show you that you are a flea. You are a fucking flea compared to the Most High, man.
A drop of water out of a bucket, man. And that's another reason why they raging, because until the prophets came out and said the Lord doesn't care about y'all.
It was no problem.
Y'all are nothing. This thing is about Jacob and Esau, and then he really hates them. You see what I'm saying? So they like, wait, I have who we think God is. God don't even think about me. I'm an NPC. Young Jake, you day room, bro. You just one of them, moving automated characters in the game.
Niggas stuck in the wall, bumping in the corner and shit.
Yeah, that's the
Can't get out the corner.
Yeah,
That's y'all niggas, man.
Yeah, the Lord don't care about you Elamites, you Hamites, you Ishmaelites, none of y'all.
He damn sure don't give a fuck about you Edomites. Even though he's using you as that last heathen empire to rule, he hates you the most.
You bases of men.
He saved the worst for last, man. Just the flex his power beyond anything. Y'all think the flood was bad? What he about to do to Esau doesn't even compare to what he did during the time of the flood, man. Mm-hmm. And all you niggas who are side with Esau because you feel like Esau is gonna win, Anton Davis, Daniels, and all that shit. Hey, the Most High got something for your ass too, man. And hopefully it's one of us when he give us that spiritual power to go from fishers to hunters.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
He said, get you cool ass niggas up out of here.
Ezekiel 25, by the hand of my people Israel, they shall know my wrath.
And if I could add, bro, like it was the spirit, because you were saying how everything's flowing through the spirit right now in these last days. Well, it was through the spirit that Apostle Tahar a while back ago said that we were supposed to be making 3 videos a day. And look how many guys got offended by that. And that was what, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, way back.
5 years ago.
5 years ago?
5, 6
See?
years ago.
And now the new decree came down. Hey, try to make a video a day.
It is easy, bro. It's easy.
You know?
I was sitting here at work today, and I was just thinking about all the people talking about Jacob's trouble. I'm like, well, if we trying to go into the kingdom, trying to get the glory, the tribulation got to come, and all these precepts start to flip. It's like I turn the faucet, like the most I turn the faucet on is that precept, that precept, that precept. Get this right here, get this over here, get this over here. That's the lesson.
And what is this? What is this that we're putting forth? This is the banquet. This is that spiritual food that Yahweh Bashim Shai is setting up.
But like King David said, he's prepared a table for me in the midst of my enemies. That's what the whole thing was. What the Most I have an Apostle Heart come out and say 3 videos a week and then a video a day. It was the Most High did that for our benefit.
Yep.
So we can flow through these scriptures because he know the time's gonna come. Hey, it's about to be. They gonna try to bum rush the camps with all these questions, and we gonna have to be out there, be prepared, man. Have to be sharp as iron, man.
You got new believers coming in, and guess what? We all got the devices. We got the Bluetooth, and we can sit there throughout the day at work, jamming to the scriptures while apostles, bishops, elders are going into it. You know, and we get that edifying lessons going in throughout the whole entire day.
It was all for us to be built up so we can get this victory when it's all said and done, man. But you can't. But if you are not going through the proper preparations, doing the reps are the videos, the reps are reading the scriptures over and over and over again, man. Like the Apostle Paul loves to say, a repetition is the father of skill, man. That's why the Spirit came down to the Apostle Paul, like, try to do a video a day if you can. And if you miss it, they come back 2 videos. I know I done did 3 videos in a day sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, you know, I might as well knock it out. I ain't gonna, we had the home stretch. Might as well knock these videos out.
And then in the back scenes, what a lot of people don't see is what happens in the group chats.
Precepts flying all day, articles flying all day.
Things that we see throughout the day. Hey, we seen this bus. We seen this little 144 on the back of this other little bus or something on license plate or something, you know?
I done seen bitches in the store just have faith on the shirt. I'm like, let me take a picture of the shirt. Okay, titties all up. all that's what we been. We are tapping into something higher, man. All it takes is for one to hear one word. Go look at the word. Oh, that's a video. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I gotta bring this up.
Go ahead.
and at the end of the day, it benefits the body. It benefits the body for us to be in that.
That's what it's all about, man.
You know?
What we're doing, the body is going through that workout regimen, man. Getting prepared for this great fight that we have to endure until the end. And that's the whole body, whether you be an eye or a toe or whatever it may be, your portion, everybody's pulling their own weight because look, we need that as a cohesive group, as this body, man. Because we about to get this victory. I'm going forward, okay, I know what I'm talking about. You got it, bro.
So this is the book of John, chapter 15, and verse 4. It says, abide in me, and I in you. This is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. As branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. So it's through Yahweh Shai that we're able to do what we're doing. We're able to see the spiritual things that we see throughout the day, to come with these precepts and the flow in the spirit, man. It's Yahweh Shai dealing with his men. And this is verse 5. It says, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. Like he said, it's bigger than us, man. The Lord called us here, man. And we're thankful, we're grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the world don't see what we see. They don't have the vision that the hopeful elect have, man. That's what we're able to do a video a day. It's through the Lord, man.
And notice how I said the branches can't do nothing unless it's connected to the vine. And he just said, I'm the vine. So, and Yahweh Shah is written in the volume of the book. So if you didn't read, you see what I'm saying, and you doing videos, you know, and you know, some brothers, you know, certain memory, this and that, but if you're not putting in the actual work to construct a correct lesson, even if it's small, is not going to bear good fruit, because when you do the videos, you're also edifying yourself.
Exactly.
You have to read, okay, let me get this precept, and then you getting built up in the faith too. Videos help you as well, man.
And that's why we have a different spirit of boldness on it, because we've read the account. We've gone into it. That's why we're not shaking it and afraid about what Jacob's Trouble is coming with. Because we've been actually putting in the labor, man.
Yeah.
Doing what the Most High, getting in those spiritual reps, so we won't be afraid of what we see. When we see, hey, we told you I was coming. We start seeing those prayers to the Lord. Hey, Lord, I need that power. I need that strength. Baba Kishah. Help me out, Baba Kishah. We've been doing this, man. We've been exercising this, man.
And that's why it says that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that times. Because why? Anything in this life requires preparation. If you're preparing and if you're being diligent, whether you're a fighter or you're studying for a test in school, you know what I'm saying? If your preparation is there, then guess what? When the time comes, you're gonna be ready. So that's the same thing with what we're doing right here in this ministry.
I remember before I started watching film in high school, we were playing football. I was just out there fucking winging it. And I started really getting to watching film, and I could call the fucking play before they ran that bitch. They got in the formation. So, that's a screen. They snapped the ball, screen, and I'm there almost fucking picking the ball off, because preparation gets you prepared for what's coming your way on game day. That's what this has been. The reason y'all are shaking and afraid and terrified about what y'all see, because you haven't been prepping the right way.
That's why the coach would scout out a new recruit of one that has football IQ greater than one that is just athletically inclined, but he don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, damn, you a freak of nature, but he just can't get the plays. He can't get this. This guy's a little above average, but he knows the game. He gonna get on the team, not this guy.
And putting in those mental reps, man. And for us, those spiritual reps, that goes into doing your reading,
Con.
that goes into doing your videos.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why Yahushua's followers, they were called disciples, because that goes into discipline. You know, if you're in the constantly preparing, that shows you're diligent. That shows you have discipline. You know,
and then the Most High throw trials at you for you to put on display what you've been practicing.
Yeah, applying.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And then you gonna keep doing it till you get it right.
Yep.
Hey, you gonna keep doing it until you get it perfect and you take it up into that charity.
Because why? Because we're not just here to be students our whole lives.
right?
We're here also to become teachers and to help others.
Apostles.
You know,
Sent
become.
away.
Yeah, there's going to be students underneath that come and hey, they have to learn. They have to learn how to become a teacher as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and all this is, as we talked earlier, is that government body.
Con.
You know, there's an order to it. There's a structure to it, and everybody has to be in that one accord.
Let me grab
Why?
this.
Because if we're all that part of that government body, that means we're what? Judges. And we need to know how to judge. That's the biggest thing. And this is what we're coming into. And these end times is the great judgment that's going to come upon all.
Yep. I was just going to grab the word preparation out of the Oxford Dictionary. This is it. It says the action or process of making ready or being made ready for use or consideration. So even to be considered, right, to go up in that chariot, if you're not preparing, the Most High Yahweh is not going to consider, saving you,
So the scripture say you give
Make
the
your
same
calling and election sure.
Yup.
Done.
Be diligent.
I got a quick precept if I may.
Okay.
This is Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So the shadow of the Almighty is protection. Okay? Just like if the sun is beating on you, you get under something to get a shadow, you're protected by that building or whatever. And then the secret place of the Most High is just truth, but you have to dwell in it. So you got to remember, Jacob was a plain man that loved dwelling in the tents. Spiritually, he was in the Lord's crib. He was dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. And while Esau was out there in the field, profane, outside of the temple. You see that? So we got to consistently dwell and sup, you know what I'm saying, with Yahweh Shai, man. And then by doing so, we're looking to be delivered because that's what is said in the scriptures.
And when you read down, can you find out what it says? Because he had made the Most High my habitation.
Oh, come.
This is the same chapter, Baruch Shah.
Come. Going down, verse 9, it says, because meaning, a cause and effect. You did this, now this is what's going to happen. Because.
And this is why we're comforted, man. This is why when we see Jacob's trouble opening up the way it's opening up, we're not afraid because we know that we've done what the Most High commanded us to do. We followed the orders Yahweh gave us to follow. And he told us to feed his sheep and feed his lamb. Feed his sheep. That's what we've been doing since we came into the truth. We didn't take no months off. We didn't take no years off. You see? Non-stop. Out there on the highways and byways, no matter what the conditions are. If we're able to go out there, we've been out there. That's what we've been told to do. Hey, offer up the sacrifice of our lips, which is well pleasing in the sight of the Most High, man. Testifying, giving the understanding of this word. We've been doing that.
And so you're not saying that in pride either. You're saying that in all humility, because these other camps would be, because great millstone, we out there in the season, and it's really envious. So you going against the commandments.
It's told us be instant in season, out of season.
Right, so we just doing what the Most High say. So why are you covetous that the Lord gave us of the stock of our elders a certain spirit to have faith, to do what they saying, because we think and believe that they are ruling well over us, so we're going to do what they say. We doing due diligence, and they mad that they don't have that due diligence.
And then the Most High said, if we do what he told us to do, we're going to be rewarded for it.
And that's the spirit of Cain, man. Cain and Abel. Abel had that righteous sacrifice, but Cain was upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
That's why that's why he said to the wicked Pharisees, you are of your father the devil. And Cain was straight up that seed. You see what I'm saying? That wicked seed line.
And what's happening right now, separation is being made. You see, those of us who have the spirit of Joshua and Caleb, from those fearful 10 spies that went in, who came back and gave that weak ass report. A separation is being made, man. The Most High is separating the house of David from everyone else. You see?
This is back in Psalms 91 and verse 9. Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee.
Well, again, well, if you got the spirit of pain, well, like shit. Well, I'm really living this. I'm watching what I'm eating, making sure I'm not just out here eating whatever. I'm watching how I'm dealing, because we all love women. I'm watching how I'm dealing with these women. We're following these protocols because that's what the Most High told us to follow. You see, keeping the high holy days to the best of our ability, breaking these scriptures down with what we've been given through the Holy Spirit by the men of the Lord. We've done this and made the Most High habitation, man. Praying to the Most High day and night, fasting when we need to, so forth and so on. This is us dwelling in the Most High's secret place, making the Most High our habitation, our home, our refuge, our fortress. And because of that, it says what? No evil
Shall befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
So that's what gives us the boldness and the confidence, because we're walking in the fear of the Lord, doing what He told us to do. So that's why we're able to move the way we do when we see Jacob's trouble coming, while everybody else is moving in the spirit of filthfulness. Is because you're not dwelling in the habitation of the Most High. You're afraid. Don't it tell you about a strong confidence in the Lord?
Mm-hmm.
You know something about
The fear of the Lord is a strong confidence.
There it is. You walking in the fear of the Lord, knowing you do what you're told to do from the Most High. You don't look for an evil expectation. You're doing what the Lord told you to do out of fear. Now you're looking for a good expectation. Well, I did what you said. Hey, in all humbleness. We ain't like we commanded the Most High to do nothing. We can't command the Most High to do shit. But we're in a humble spirit, like, hey, Lord, you said if I did this, you will help me out.
14:26.
That's why King David, he said, my expectation is from Him.
Come on, man. And that's all out of fear.
And just to bring it into modern day time, that's what that plague is like in Zechariah. Remember the missiles and the chariots is the plague that go throughout the whole earth. So it's not going to come to our dwelling. So to look at it through a prophetical lens, we stay in this thing, enduring to the end. The missiles is not going to come unto us.
Isaiah
And the chariots is not going to
54:17.
be a destruction tool for us, but a salvation tool for
Hey,
us.
and also those spirits of vengeance, they ain't for us. It tells you these things were created for the wicked. The wicked are the ones who are not dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. The wicked are the ones who are not dwelling in or making the Most High their habitation. We live our life daily to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. You see that? So that means when these spirits of vengeance get unleashed, we're going to be in the midst of it, but it's going to be poured out to be touching these people around us.
Yeah.
We're going to have that hedge of protection about us because what? The angel of the Lord can't
Around about those
That-
that fear Him.
that fear him.
If I could get that verse 11,
You
since
got
you
it.
just said that, it said, for he shall give his angels charge over thee,
There it is.
to keep thee in all thy
There
ways.
it is.
They shall bear thee up in their hands,
Where?
literally picking you up.
Enter into thou into thy
To
chambers
Isaiah 26 and 20.
until the nation be overpassed.
Yup.
Yeah.
So
we're
we're
little moments.
we're under a divine spiritual protection, man. You got the witness protection, we got the spiritual protection, man. Because what? We're walking in the fear of the Lord. That's why I say when you say Isaiah 33:6, your favorite one, at the end of that it says what? Fear is his treasure.
Yeah.
You see, because everybody hasn't been allowed to fear the Most High. Everybody hasn't been allowed to have a humble, lowly, contrite spirit when you go off to acknowledge, damn, I fucked up. To have you be in that kind of embarrassed spirit to go before the Most High. That's how the Most High wants you to come, but you have the majority of our people who feel like they don't do anything wrong. Why you judging me? Why you doing this to me? Da, 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 da. You see, we're taking on the spirit of Job, man. You see, we're taking on the spirit of King David and all of our righteous forefathers, man. We're not beating our chest acting like we so great. Hey, don't it tell us we shall bear the indignation of the Lord because he what? Because we what? Because we sinned against him, man. That's what we're doing right now. We ain't out here trying to act like we just got it like that. We ain't got it, man. We need the Lord, man.
For where your heart is, there shall your treasure be also. So when the fear of the Lord is his treasure, at the end of Isaiah 33 and 6, is because our mind, our heart, is in the fear of the Lord. And our eye is single towards that. Everything that we do, ultimately, we able to subconsciously, by being in this truth, we look at it through a fear and reverent lens in every decision that we make. Remember, you're supposed to take counsel when you make, matters. Take on matters.
Yeah, I wish I wouldn't do that. I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that.
yeah,
See, even rebuking fucked up thoughts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like, oh shit, hell no. I'll rebuke that and then we have a shot.
Yeah.
It's just that fear. Like,
That should have popped me. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Hey man, I just talking about
feel
shit.
filthy for a
man.
minute. You're like, oh shit.
I just talking about shit. Yo, man, go on that weak shit, man.
Right.
We be in here talking. I bet these motherfuckers like, this nigga crazy. This nigga crazy. You smelling like Palo Santo and Sage all through this bitch. Cause we walking in the fit. We're not entertaining no folly, man. And we fall short. But we always go back to the Lord for what? Baba Kashan, please forgive me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just make me right. I just want to be right. I just want to be right, man. What you got on one?
And that's the desire of the elect. They want to be completely righteous. You know what I'm saying? That's how we feel. Like, look, I know I'm fucked up, but hey,
please, man, just
send me to the
right.
physician.
You know
Yahweh Shai.
Just let me be right.
So that means that the hopeful elect ultimately want the new bodies, because that's the only way you can please them eventually.
Okay.
Because you can't sin no more. Therefore, no wages of death is going to come.
So that goes back full circle to what then? If we want to get to that glory, what do we have to go through? Jacob's trouble. The tribulation is a must, because that's what we're longing for.
Be saved out of it.
So what? I'm glad you made that point. That's a good. So if that's the case, a lot of our people, they're not longing to be righteous. They don't want to go through Jacob's trouble, so they don't want to be changed. They don't want to be fully
They
healed.
love death.
You see?
They cool with
The
these
fire.
bodies subject unto sin. As
The
long
fire.
as they got a chain on their neck.
You got a little fifth of Hennessy and a little dirty ass bitch
You know
stick
what
up
I'm
on.
saying?
They don't care.
A truck lifted with some lights in the rims and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're playing some cumbia. You know what I'm saying? They good with $2,000 in their pocket and
That's funny.
a $600 crocodile fucking boots on. They good.
Oh man.
Fucking big booty Latino bitch. Saturday night.
And the thing is, that a part of this fire that we're about to go through is a part of the healing. Because the fire is the most purest cleansing element. So how much more the spiritual fire, the spiritual affliction we got to go through? What we're going through or about to go through as Israelites, as servants of Yahweh Shai, is a spiritual cleansing through this spiritual fire, man. And it is a must for us to go into the new bodies, to enter into glory with Yahweh Shai. It's no other way. For all you Israelites who are longing to, you want to be kings, you want all these wives, because that's what Jake want to do. Yeah, all these wives. Guess what? To get to that point, hey, well, shit, you know what? It's either two ways you're going to get it. You can get all the wives you want in the kingdom of heaven. If you're going to go in the bride gate, you're going to have to do it after death by pain. So you might as well come and do it for Yahweh Shai through the straight gate. And if you perish on behalf of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hey man, that's a righteous thing. That's the most righteous thing you can do.
Hey, those that perish first are going to be the first ones risen up.
There it is. Yup. So hey, you gonna go through fire in hell regardless. You might as well do it on behalf of Yahweh Shai.
Better to go
Might
through
as
the
well.
spiritual one.
Why not?
Yep.
I mean, because he did it for us.
Yep.
And guess what? He with us now, so he gonna strengthen us to come through that fire too, man. We ain't finna embark in this fucking in the fullness of the straight gate by ourselves, man. Yahweh Shai and the whole of heaven is about to be with us, man.
Because
death,
death,
and then we're in the furnace.
because death, you ain't got no fear of death when you're serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because you know where it leads to. When you're not serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you fear death. Because why? Because you know that there's a consequence that you have to pay for that death. You know, that like there's two different types of deaths. There's those that the elect is going to go through, and those that the 2/3 are going to go through.
Honorable death or a dishonorable
That's
death.
it.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
You got it, bro.
Oh, all right. Just real quick, seem like it. We talking about, well, I got two real quick. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26 and verse 3. This is one of my favorites right here. It says, "Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee." So there's a peace that comes with serving the Lord, man, putting all your hope and your faith in him, man, even in times of trouble and tribulation. The elect are going to be comforted, man. You know, unlike the rest of our people who have rejected the Lord, they're going to be in torments, man, losing their goddamn minds out here.
But shit, it's already happening.
Huh?
Jake out there filming ICE taking down other Jakes. Why y'all doing this, man? Why y'all doing it? Well, if you was in the spirit, understanding the will of the Most High, you would know.
That's right.
Oh, nigga, this is Jacob's trouble. What you thought? You thought this was a game?
Yeah. Now I was gonna say too, also like the conspiracy theory, so called, you know, a lot of Jake get bugged out and start abusing mad substances when they see how wicked Esau really get, that they don't, the history that's been changed and all that. But we know all the things that these other guys know, but yet we still have peace because we have something to look for. To them, they like, shit, they just gonna continue to do this shit. They don't know how to stop it, how they gonna get Esau out the way. You know, but to us, those that have faith of a mustard seed can move a mountain. And this great mountain of Babylon, this empire can be moved by consumed by the spirit of his mouth, the prophets, man.
I was shocking to finish this bitch off.
Even the haymaker.
Guaranteed.
You know?
You got it, bro.
And I got one more. This is going into, you know, we were talking about the fear of the Lord, man. That's a treasure, right? It tells you in Isaiah 33:6, you know what I'm saying? And this is Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach, in the Apocrypha, chapter 10 and verse 24. It says, great men and judges and potentates shall be honored. Yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Khan. What is Elder Gabar? He always says, him and Apostle Tar, the prophet is the man, is Yahweh's man.
Yep.
You know?
It's God's man. Yep.
Nobody higher than the prophets.
Even the king.
Yep.
You know?
Prophets are higher than the king.
Yep.
Guess what? The prophets are the direct, you know what I'm saying, relate to the Most High, through Yahweh Shai. Ain't nobody above us on the earth. You see? We're the highest men on this motherfucker.
Yeah, high value men.
Yep, we're the
The
true high
true
value.
high value men.
We're the only ones who have a connection to the heavens. Everybody else is just out here winging it, man. You see, using their carnal riches to seem high value, but when all that shit fails, very soon, it's gonna be made very clear and evident that, hey, we are those men. Lord willing. Lord willing.
You are my chosen.
Lord willing. You got one?
Let me get this because spiritual powers. This is John chapter 14, verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So
now that scripture is so underrated and yet not even fully fathomed. Like, remember the scripture said that if it was written, all of the things Yahushua did, there would be many books that can contain. But then he said, we're going to do more than that?
And he
before the kingdom comes?
And the thing is, does that mean during the 3 years, his ministry, or does that mean his entire, when he got to the age of, 12, all the way up to the end of his, bro, imagine what he was doing when he was young. And that's why James and, oh man, what's the other brother? James and Jude was like, oh, nah, he the fucking man. And the other brother was like, man, he ain't, because he ain't did nothing in front of them. He probably doing all type of works in front of James and Jude, but he's like, nah, that's the Lord.
Yeah.
That's the Lord.
Yeah.
Then Mary knew, like, he made wine and all that. So how did she know he was gonna be able to do that, or was able to do that? Because he was doing stuff at the crib, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He probably was doing all that. What the fuck? Oh, this, Then when they went back to get him during the time of the Passover, where was you at? Don't you know about my father's business? Bro, he was doing stuff, bro. So for him to tell us that we're gonna do even greater works than that, it's gotta be because what? This is the final time we're gonna need to be saved, man. So with that being said, the Most High is about to pull all the stops. He's about to show you what the true Israelites look like. Those who are serving him, he's about to show you what his servants can do. It ain't gonna be just know what you can read on the page. It's about to be in your face, live and direct, very soon. Bro, we are in Jacob's trouble. The power is coming soon.
It's
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, and
It's
that's that.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
What
As
the
that
fuck
Jacob's trouble increases,
What the
so are
fuck
his
is he
men's
gonna be able to do for
powers,
him?
our spiritual powers are right on the that. Just like all other apostles, Tahar, he always says that you know that RFIDC hip is at the doorstep. Guess what's else at the doorstep? You know,
Wow.
God,
So once again, we're not afraid of what we see Esau doing, man.
close.
Because as he comes with it, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna come even harder, man.
God.
What you got, boy?
All right, I'm gonna bring this out. This is a quick account. I'm trying to read through it very quickly.
Can
But
we
it
start getting
goes
close?
into faith, man.
Let's start getting closing
It's
subjects.
one of my favorite topics. All right, this is Matthew chapter 14, and let me see, Salaki. All right, Matthew chapter 14 and verse 24. This is when Yahweh Shai was with the disciples. He's walking on the water. All right, this is Matthew 14 verse 24. It says, "But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Yahweh Shai went unto them, walking on the sea." This really happened, man. People don't get these people in the Christian churches. They just read through this like it's just lightweight. Like, nah, man,
It happened.
bruh. Like,
Happened.
it says, "And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, 'It is a spirit,' and they cried out for fear." Because imagine seeing that with your own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a man walking on the sea at nighttime, that would like kind of freak you out a little bit, man.
Jake don't do that spirit shit, man. I know I don't do that shit. I be hearing, you know what I'm saying, demons be coming around like, hell nah, I cry to the Lord real quick. Jake don't like that scary shit, man. So they see in the house, they was like, ah!
Right.
If I was all the time, oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Whatever the shit word was in the Hebrew for that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
God.
got it.
It says, "But straightway Yahweh Shai spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid."
God.
And he was always saying, "Be not afraid," too. This is verse 28.
Because what? Like he even told us what the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. The flesh is what causes fear. But like he tells you, if you're not living after the flesh, you're living after the spirit, hey man, you ain't got nothing to worry about. When it goes down, the Most High gonna put that spirit upon you to overcome that fleshly fear with that mighty, bold, courageous spirit that He's been cultivating in you through your trust and your faith and your belief and your fear in Him, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? You got it.
That's right. All right, this is verse 28, and it says, "And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water." And that's Peter showing his faith, man, because that's something that you can't normally do, walking on water. You know what I'm saying? That his mind was like, "Oh, I can do this too."
Yeah.
That's how we gotta be.
That's
He
what's
started
happening.
doubting.
That's what's happening now. As we get close to the end, these words are increasing our faith, and we see it coming to pass, and it's causing us to be lifted up more, man. Causing us to be bolder.
Yeah.
We see our enemies coming, and we know, oh shit, we've been reading about this. They say when they're coming like a flood, the standard was gonna come.
It's time.
Oh shit. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, okay. Ice rolling on northern and southern. Oh, okay. Let them come up in here. Watch. Knock this whole goddamn building down.
Right. Yeah, so, and if I can, I would want like when you said the walking on water, bro, because remember they never seen nothing like that before, right? It's outside of the realm of the physics of this material world.
Right.
But he's like, yo, I'm doing it, do it, have faith, walk on it. So I'm looking at the spiritual aspect. In Revelation, it says that the peoples was seas, the waters.
Mm-hmm.
And in Psalms 110, if I could bring it out real quick, verse 1, it said, the Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. Yahushua was walking up on a superior to the sea, the waters, and he's telling Peter, right?
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is what you supposed to be above all these other nations. Come follow me. Come be
Hey,
above.
I was meditating before you said that thought it was in my head. What you're saying right now.
Yeah, because it's like Jake.
That's it.
Remember, we're princes walking the earth.
Mm-hmm.
We supposed to be upon the horses, but servants is in our stead.
God.
And we grow up thinking that we just niggas, monkeys, wetbacks, featherhead, whatever,
Yeah.
and don't have that feeling. And this is why we try to, and they making fun of us in comic boys. Oh, we was kings. Because Jake right now think that they, everything under the sun is something and all of that. But can't come to the realization that you really going to be rulers on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And see, we are the only ones that's able to envision little subjects and dominion in have a rod of iron upon everything walking, bro.
The ancient men.
You know, things that you can't fathom, like how is Shai walking on water, like us walking on water, like us being above the nations and the people being beneath us.
Let me get this real quick.
Hey, shoot. Oh,
I was gonna say in Genesis, what did he say? He made the man to have dominion over all creature.
Let me grab this real quick. It's Isaiah 60:5. It says, Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. So that goes into us, what? Ruling over all nations on the earth, man. The seas being the different nations, as it tells you in Revelation 17. You see? We're about to come into all that. We're coming into the throne of David being established, making our enemies our footstool.
And 2/3 want to sit there and fucking hand in hand and want to stay here in Egypt.
Hell nah.
That was
And
the
Babylon.
first precept I was going to bring out earlier, too, because of that end part.
Yeah,
You got it on
it's
one.
crazy, bro. Hell nah. We not created to be servants.
right.
Yeah, is Israel home
For,
born
for
slaves?
let me say this: we
Yeah.
not created to be servants for the other nations. We were created to serve
Serve
Yahweh
God.
Shem Yahushua.
Yep, that's right. And they was created to serve us
Yep.
as God on earth. You know, what is that in Micah 4? Every nation shall have their own God and all of that. Like, we're going to be, you know, Esau used term like landlord, right? Your landlord say, yo, listen, I'm selling the apartment. You got to get evicted. You got to move out. You can't do shit. You got to listen to the Lord means master. He's the master over this land. You got to do what he said.
Property
We're
manager.
going to be lords over lands,
We're gonna
spiritual landlords over these nations.
Well, what are we coming into? Are we not coming back into the fullness of being the sons of God? We're gonna be gods on earth, and they're gonna be bowing down to us.
That's right.
And if they don't,
And if they don't, that's balance. That's balance right now.
Yep.
Yeah, we already know what's gonna happen. Your head gonna be like a grape, easy, just bust.
Tells us that in Isaiah, if they don't follow our ways, that same nation shall perish.
Was it Psalms 2:10, I think? It says, be instructed, O ye kings, ye judges of the earth. That's what we coming into, man. We're in the process of being raised up to be those kings and judges on the earth, over the heathen, like Yakin was talking about.
Well, as we started off, how do we get to that point? We got to go through Jacob's trouble. We got to go through the tribulation. Everything that we're talking about, everything that we're trying to get to, the end goal, the end of the vision, past Babylon, everything in our is a wall of fucking tribulation in our way, and we got to either you got to find a motherfucking way through it, whether you run through that motherfucker, climb over it.
You got juggernaut.
You got to goddamn embrace it, man, because it's gonna come. That's the obstacle that's in our way to get to the goal.
That's what's gonna activate it.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I'm
Hey, it's
saying?
just like that movie, The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy, he's getting his face dumped in the water. Who's the master? Who? And it came on him, right? Him being that trouble, being his face baptized in that water, made him realize that, yeah, I'm the master, you know? And that's what it's going to take with us. We're going to have to feel that hate. And eventually those spiritual powers, so long as we don't doubt.
Because all it's going to do is make us cleave unto the Most High more.
Exactly.
We go through small things on this side, we running straight to the Most High. Imagine when big shit come, we running straight to Yahweh Shai, man. We don't second gag. Yahweh Shai barbecue shot. Demons come upon you at night. The first thing you crying to is who? Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, Friday.
That was gonna be my example. Like if I lose the little keys or something, after about 2 minutes, for my own self trying to find it, for a spiritual just come on the spirit, and I'm like, let me pray, yo, Yahweh help me find these keys, man. And then like 30 seconds later, Lord, or whenever the Lord allows me, I find it. Say the water, Yahweh and then continue on, man.
God.
Something small like that, you know.
'Cause he's there, man. He's real. He exists, man. You call on him, man. We got the opportunity to call on him, man. In time of trouble, man.
That's why he's building us up in fear, faith, and belief. He takes us through trials to put that fear, faith, and belief on display, to exercise it, and then you see it work. You're like, oh shit, he came through.
This is real.
So now you're building up this relationship of trust between you and the Heavenly Father and His Son. As you go through more things and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we're coming to the biggest test that we've ever had to go through as we've come back to the understanding that we're the Israelites.
That's deep, bro.
And guess what we're gonna do? Everything that we've been practicing this whole time in grace, running to the Most High for everything, like a child to his father. You see, or like a little brother to his big brother. Hey, they trying to get me, Lord, please, Lord, y'all.
They're trying to beat me up. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I wish I said, you're no more called servants, but my friends. And what does it say that a friend close is better than a brother from afar? You know, in the Apocrypha, if I'm not mistaken, man. You know what I mean? So when you said that building that trust, it's like, damn, like you see, you have full belief that the Lord is going to take care of you when shit hit the fan because you didn't build that repertoire. You feel me? With Yahweh Shai. It's a personal relationship, bro. Yeah, he deals with the nations as a nation of people, but he also is dealing with specific individual men. You know?
That's why it tells you in 2 Ezra 7 that every man have to walk this path. We all on the path together, but you still have to walk it on your own.
Fire on one side, water on the other. Only one man could.
And what does it tell you also? Let every man be persuaded in his own mind, and it goes into you building up that personal relationship. And when you're not around brothers, when you're by yourself, when you're in your daily, you know, this is something that you have to do on a daily, man, and that's what we've been doing. Integrity, you know what I'm saying? You have to have integrity to do your readings, to do your videos, and that's a relationship that you're building with your Yahweh Shai. They're seeing that, and they're supplying you what you need to keep it going, man. You see, it ain't like these Christians. They put cheapest crest in the bottle. Don't think about them until some tribulation comes, and they want to act like they believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
They're not built up. They didn't prepare. They ain't ready.
And like I just say, because I know the other brothers were in here, but everything I thought I lost on Friday, I found it all.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
The money, the keys,
the other keys. Found the other keys today. So hey, that's how it is. We really not losing.
Not losing at all.
Nope.
We just gotta be patient.
Satan wants you to believe that you're losing, and he tries to play on the flesh with that shit. But we gotta tap into what's true, man.
Yep.
See, when all this shit is taken from us, these apartments, these houses, these cars, you're gonna be stripped bare, and all you're gonna be left with is your relationship that you have cultivated. Let me say this: the relationship that the Most High has cultivated between you, Yahweh Shai, and Himself, man. That's all you're gonna be left with, because ain't none of this shit gonna matter. You're not trusting in this shit. This is just for a time being. This is just to cover our shame, and when it's all said and done, we're gonna forsake all this shit, and we're gonna lean upon the Lord with no distractions. Just imagine when we don't have to worry about punching the clock. We don't have to worry about calculating and paying bills, and all we got to do is worry about serving the Lord, and with everything else removed. That's what's gonna cause a lot of things to be working on our behalf too, because we ain't about none of this other shit. Satan will have no other thing to tap into, or you gonna lose your job. Well, nigga, I ain't got no job no way. I ain't taking the chip.
Yep.
So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? All these things that he used to play in your mind now, all that shit gonna be taken away, and we waiting for that shit. I can't wait to not have to pay a motherfucking bill.
Hey, that light gonna be shining bright, man.
Hey, when ICE first started coming around, I was like, my thing. I was like, shit, I ain't gotta work no more. They pick me up.
And they still probably, hey, you be in one of the facilities. Hey, it's a car.
Yep, go work in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Trust shit like that. Hey, but that'll be the Most High goddamn put you in a position to where you be in there, and then you got some more Northern Kingdom Israelites in there. You can go in there and preach the gospel to them, and they get it and believe. And just like Philip disappeared with the eunuch, your ass will be going. You run in the company, you playing. This is what we think about, man. This is how our mind works. We don't know what the scenario is going to be, but we think about all these different way out scenarios because we know we're going to be put in crazy situations. And the only thing that we're looking at is the Most High getting us out of it, man. Yahweh Shai getting us out of it. That's all we're looking at.
That's our expectation.
What's the scripture says that we see in part and prophesy in part? That's us right there. We're meditating and thinking. We don't know how things are going to play out, but we know this is coming.
Oh man, it's gonna be exciting, man.
Yeah,
we got it, bro.
So this is Matthew 14 and verse 28. It says, "And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me to come on unto thee on the water. And he said, Come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahweh Shai. Come on, define the laws of physics, man, through faith.
Spiritual power.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in the scriptures, man.
Mm-hmm.
But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. How shall I save me?
And that goes into
Doubt.
the affliction, the tribulation. It got up the notch. And then he saw, he was like, oh shit. And he was like, nah, I probably can't do this. And he started to sink. And then what he do?
Cried out to the Lord. He said, Lord, how shall I save me?
Read it one more time because it says what it says something.
It says, but when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me.
Go ahead.
Right? And immediately, Yahweh stretched forth his hand and caught him.
Immediately he called out to the Lord, and immediately Yahweh helped him, man. So how much us here in this last captivity, the final time we will have to ever be saved, Yahweh gonna come through for us beyond anything that has ever been witnessed before, man. And it's gonna make the world like, what the fuck is going on with these dudes?
Mm-hmm.
This gotta be God. And that's why all of this happening. We're about to go through all this hell because the Most High's name is about to be magnified through what he does on our behalf. Working miracles, feeding us in famine, allowing us to escape the hands of these persecutors and these agents and these fucking soldiers and shit, man. You see? The Most High about to do mighty, because once again, Israel would never have to be in this condition of again they have to be saved, and the Most High do this. So he about to come to show. You see? You got it.
Man, it says, and said unto him, O thou little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt?
I was scared, man.
Kind.
Just for real, because it's gonna be scary. In the flesh, it's gonna be scary because certain things now. If a motherfucker jump out behind you too damn hard, oh, the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's just the flesh. But we got to tap into that spirit. We're gonna be all right. When that spirit of fear try to creep in, call out to the Lord, man. Pray to the Lord, and he gonna get that mind right. He'll get your spirit right. You know?
If I can, with that scenario, remind me of, because remember the testimony of how shouts the spirit of prophecy. So it's like old accounts, the things written before times written for our learning. I always look at it through prophetical lens of what we're looking coming into. Jacob's trouble, so on and so forth. So when that waters, like you were saying, that tribulation got turned up a notch and he was starting to sink, and then Yahweh Shah immediately grabbed to him, it reminded me of, the end times, the enemy coming in like a flood, eventually the missiles flying, and then you hear the words, come up hither. The Lord reaching out his hand, boom, and the elect is getting in the. So I wanted to get this.
The whole time, they're going to be crying. We're going to cry out to the Lord, man.
Come. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Because remember, he's thinking that he's about to drown. Peter was like, yo. And when you was a kid and you ever got under, he probably was under the water and his hand was just above the water. It's speculation here. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, how shall I save me? And right when he was about to submerge fully, the Lord called his hand. And the righteous is going to scarcely be saved. We're going to see the missiles in the air. It's going to feel like, damn, we done did all this, and the Lord, but the elect is not going to have that thought. They're going to be like, man, fuck it. And we seeing boom, 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 sound from the detonations, and before that wave hit us, caught up into the fathership, man. Righteous scarcely saved. Immediately, Yahweh Shah stretched his hand.
You might feel the heat a little bit. And that's why I say is when the elect is beating up, they'll be crying
in the chair.
Oh God!
That word scarcely, it goes into at the last moment, in the nick of time.
Yeah, bro.
So it's gonna be like that.
It's gonna be an action-packed.
You're gonna think you're not gonna be saved. I'm not part of the elect. Woo!
It's gonna be an action-packed thriller, man. Oh, they show you oh man. If y'all ever seen Chronicles of Riddick, they're on this fucking sun planet. And they trying to get to the other side before the sun rises, and they running, and this little chick that's with them, she can't keep up, and it's the sun is coming fast, and she's like, Riddick, and the shit started getting up on her. She's like, Riddick, and he put the water on him, came down real quick and saved her ass in the nick of time. That's what the Lord gonna do, bro. And when they got up into the shade, He stood up, bro. It was fucking
Yes,
steam, all type of shit, bro. That's what it's gonna. And seriously, bro.
They don't understand that we can believe that in the climax of World War III, with 200 million nuclear warheads thermonuclear warheads on intercontinental ballistic missiles get shot to make the whole earth reel from an earthquake and turn America to a lake of fire, that we believe we're going to be beamed up in spaceships. These other people is looking at us like we crazy for believing something like that. But we able to boldly go out there and preach that, because that's what it is in the scriptures, and it's going to happen. And we want to be of that number, man.
That's right.
And it really the only thing when you think about it that makes sense.
Only thing.
Like what else would take us out?
Bro,
in the midst of
and that's the
nuclear
thing,
war?
because I these fucking flat earth videos keep coming up on my reels, you know, whatever, the reels. But my thing is, what is the whole point from that is that they're trying to find an exit way out of here. There is no exit out of here. The only way out of here is through those chariots.
Yo,
That's it.
I remember when I was younger and I first seen Terminator 2. I don't think it's like when it first came out, but I think it was like a little bit down the line when I could start like thinking and shit. And it kind of scared me. 'Cause I'm like, damn, if that shit really happened, how the fuck we getting out of here? If the fucking if they really shot nukes off to America, how the fuck we get out? Now we have the answers.
Yeah, exactly.
We got the answers now. That's something I was thinking about like 12, 13. Like, damn, how the fuck you escape that?
Yeah.
And guess what? Come up hither. It's the only way out.
Bro, you have crazy weather. You have all these people that are gonna be bugged out of their
It's
minds.
gonna be wild down here, bro.
Come on,
It's
bro.
gonna be- it's
People hungry.
It's gonna be every movie category going on
Yeah,
at one time.
time.
Sci-fi, Godzilla,
Oh
goddamn,
man.
it's gonna be cannibals. The chairs gonna be in the air. War gonna be raging. People gonna be fucking shooting each other. Plagues and man, it's gonna be wild down there, bro. The only way to make it through is divine intervention. Is a miracle being worked on your behalf. These niggas at one body time ain't no miracles coming. But then how the fuck we gonna get out of all that the Most High bringing?
Well, they're right to an extent because the miracles are going to be working in men who don't believe.
That's it.
You know.
That's it. You're right. Let's start getting closer. Y'all good, y'all good. Hey, whatever y'all got left, we can bring it up.
So this is going along with the Ak just said. He said, if you don't believe, man, them miracles ain't gonna happen for you, right? This is Mark chapter 9, verse 23. Yahweh Shai said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believe.
So that's why we always say you can't put the Most High in a box, man. And like the elders always say, these scriptures are not for low level thinkers, man. This is not for knuckle dragging niggas. You see, you have to be out there. You have to, and like I remember, I think one of the apostles said this a while ago. You have to be kind of loose in the screws, kind of loose.
Yeah, it was a little crazy.
You see, all this trying to lean on the world's logic. No, you have to forsake all that and lean upon the logic of the heavens, which is beyond anything that you can comprehend, man. The Most High is able to save us out of any situation that we're put in, and we about to be putting some crazy shit just so the Most High can come through. Like I told that, hey, right? You see,
That's why it was written so many times of historical records of our forefathers in different scenarios of how they got delivered, saved
crazy
from
shit.
wrath. You feel me? And that is, like you said, the comforter. That's supposed to be comforted. You know, getting fed by ravens. You know, building an ark while everybody else died. David getting relocated by a ship when, you know, that prayer, what was it? He picked them up and put them in a large place and all that when, you know, the warring tribes was coming at him. You know, these type of things. You know, the big Syrian army, you know, and the dude was like, yo, how we gonna be? We only got this and that and third. And he opened his eyes and said, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't even have to fight. He made them fight each other.
Imagine that feeling when that fake was like, oh, this is what I've been believing in the whole time. Like, you get to see it. Oh, it's because, like, reading it and believing it, you see, it's one thing. When everything that we've been putting ourselves on the back burner for, forsaking everything for, when it's finally fulfilled and realized in front of us, like, who called Allah, y'all, about Shemiyah Shah? It's going to be mind-blowing, man. It's going to be mind-blowing. You got it over.
And you know what? You sincere Akim out there, man. If you have any doubts, man, you can pray to the Lord for more faith, man. The apostles, they prayed to the Lord for more faith, and I have the account right here.
And what's gonna happen when you pray for more faith? You're gonna be put in situations
All right.
Yeah, you got
that he's gonna be, you're gonna be put in situations to build up your faith.
So
big.
So when you pray for that more faith, expect more demons to come. Not just shit in your mind. You sleeping, motherfuckers holding you down. You see you ain't trying to goddamn close it down for the night. They knocking on the wall or they moving shit around. You see, or you can feel them. You can feel the temperature in the room change. You see that?
You might get sick.
Yup.
Or something happened at your job. You lose your job.
Yup. All that's part of it.
Car breakdown.
That's all a part of it.
Yep.
You see? But these are all things. When you pray for that more faith, for more trust and belief, he gonna put you in a situation for you to have more faith, trust, and belief. You got it?
This is Luke chapter 17 and verse 5. It says, and the apostles said unto the Lord, increase our faith. They weren't ashamed to ask for that, man. You gotta ask for what you need, man. And we're gonna be saved by faith. So it's only logical to ask the Lord to increase your faith, man.
And then for us bros who got it, they pray for the Most High to keep you firmly rooted, unmovable, unshakable, unwavering, steadfast in the faith. You know, pray for that every day as well. Right along with the Most High not taking the spirit away from you and casting you not from His sight. These are things that we're sincerely praying for, man, because we are hoping to make it to the end. You know.
It makes me think of that account. Makes me think of that account of Elisha when he told Elijah that, he wanted a double portion of his spirit.
He got it.
He got it. Why? Because he saw Elijah go up in that chariot.
What y'all got?
I got closing one in Ecclesiasticus chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 12. It says, "Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not."
So that's what's being made manifest now. All you guys coming on the comment board, ain't no Jacob's trouble, and y'all hate y'all people. All y'all talking about is Jacob's trouble and not Esau's. Look, man, you faint-hearted because you don't believe. You're afraid. You're scared, and that's all because you're not rooted in faith. You're not rooted in the belief, man. You haven't done this the right way. You haven't followed the protocol. I ain't following no camp. I ain't following the doctrines, man. I got my own way. Now look at your ass. Look at you.
Now look at you.
Look at you. Got half a shield on. You know what I'm saying?
Chinks in your armor.
Chinks in your armor. Missing a boot. Your chain mail all rusted. Your armor is lacking, man. Because you didn't want to follow the Most High's protocol. But that's what happens.
Oh, that's why you said the shield, because the shield of faith, right? Come.
A halfway shield, half faith and half unbelief. That shit don't mix.
That's Swiss cheese right there.
That's why I said, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted." In Proverbs it says, "If thou faint in the day of adversity, then thy strength is small." You see what I'm saying? And the Lord is dealing with a mighty men of valor, valiant men.
Get the fuck out of my. Well, I was thinking about Leonidas when you say that shit. You gotta be like Leonidas, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Them boys went out like young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They went out.
They're one of
Leonidas went out fucking in the face of the enemy, man. That's what we're gonna have to take it as this thing comes to us fully, man. You see? We're gonna have to be like King David and his mighty men.
And they here.
Like, fully resolved and winning this thing, because we gonna win, man. You got it.
It says, "Therefore shall he not be defended." So if you don't believe, you're not gonna have no defense.
No hedge.
And look, when it comes to war, there's an offense and a defense. We are not an offense because we're under the curse. We don't know army. So who's the army that's gonna come down? Esau and his troops, man. And we gonna need a defense, and we don't have the power to defend ourselves. Jacob, oh thou worm, you know. So our defense comes from on high.
And then it's gonna move into us being on offense.
Right.
We have to be defended first. You see? And then they gonna get on the defensive with nothing to do, nothing they can do. And the Most High about to tear shit up.
He about to up the ante.
Yes, sir.
You know. It says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience." And when Brother Shabbat brought that patience, man. "And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways." So you're going to be able to see and know who's those good trees because they're going to be bearing good fruit. They're going to be giving works. And remember, you show me your faith without works, I'll show you my faith by my works. Because faith without works is dead. And we don't worship a God of the dead, a power of the dead. We worship a power of the living, man. You know, let the dead bury the dead, man. You know? So, you know, we know what we worship for salvation is of the Jew, the Israelites, man. You know? That's it on that, though, bro.
I had two, they're quick. First one's Job 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. Right? And Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High power, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So at the end of the day, for us Israelites, hey, we're supposed to follow after what's written, man. We have an order to keep. And this is given unto us not only to just sit there and think, okay, we're something special. No, it's to show the glory and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yeah, we in this captivity, we are a worm. We are at the bottom, the tail. But it was because of our disobedience. But now we're moving what? In the direction of the mercies of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to show his power, to show his mercies upon his people. And this is what we want. This is what we're longing for.
What we've been crying about. You know what I'm saying? All we crying and complaining about, the Most High he gonna take it away from us. And the only way to get there, once again, gotta keep making this known, is through the time of Jacob's show, man. That's prophecy that gotta be fulfilled. That's a prophecy that we must live and endure through, Lord willing.
That's ultimately that furnace of adversity that goal has to come through. Like, yeah, we get everyday trials and tribulations, but it's Jacob's trouble. You have to go through that type of furnace, that furnace that never happened before, for you to come out special. Because, brother, the elect got to get beamed up out of that tribulation. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not for our flesh to be made perfect; it's for our spirits. That's the final refining of our spirits to be made perfect. And that faith that's the Most High gonna bring us out of that fire with the ultimate faith, that faith of Abraham, man. You know? And that's just the process of refining gold, man. You go through these different stages of affliction through the fire to go into that ultimate fire just before it comes into perfection. Then you take it out. And that's gonna be us taking out of that fire and being up those cherries, man. Being perfected and being brought into the fullness of the glory with Yahweh Shai.
Well, look, Yahweh Shai didn't stop Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego to go into the furnace. So they still had to go in it. They said, yo, if we die, then it's the Lord's will. But if the Lord wants to save us, he's going to save us. But it's not like as they was walking, boom, nah, you ain't got to go through that. No, you had to go first. And he was with you during that. And not a tatter on their clothes, it said.
Not even the hair of their head was singed. And you would smell like smoke on them.
So when it says thy servant shall eat, but they shall be hungry.
That's what it's going to be.
Bro, we're going to eat good. You gotta understand, like we in Colorado right now, like some of the best ribeyes and sirloins is in meat packages in these off-grid bunkers that these millionaires have, and
that's for
all
us,
type of shit. You
understand what I'm saying? Wagyu A5
yeah,
and shit.
Yeah, you feel me? $200 8 ounces. That you one little slice of the knife and it just open up.
like what's in a life. Ray, this steak cut like butter, baby.
Steak
cut like butter.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, there's gonna be wine this is how Esau think. When he's in these bunkers, he don't want it just to be no fucking abode. He want it to be a mansion underground type of shit. Like,
it could be a whole bunch of SpaghettiOs and shit.
Yeah. He want 100-inch TVs and pool tables and this. You know, they show you in the movies when they rich like that, they have all of this shit in the doomsday bunker.
They show you that shit in
swimming pools and shit.
They show you that shit in Leave the World Behind when she watching Friends and shit.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
God. You got one good?
Just one more. I want to make a land back over the point that the brother brought out. That's one of my favorite scriptures. That Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. All right, the whole duty of man is to fear the Lord and keep His commandments. Yahweh Shai is a prime example. He went through all that hell, but he was obedient, man. And now look at him. We got to be the same way. Through all the hell we're going to catch, you know what I'm saying? We got to be obedient, fear the Most High, and keep His commandment. And one of the main ones is not to take the RFID microchip, man.
That's right.
So, yeah, man, that's all.
Con, I just wanted to touch. I got one. Just to touch on what we were talking about earlier. Just first of all, the thing is all these prophecies that we've been speaking on, they all have to come in order, right? Decently, everything is decently and in order.
That's not the author of confusion.
Con. And the other thing is that for these prophecies to come upon us, like the spiritual power and whatnot, like we've been saying, if you don't have the faith or you have doubt, it's not going to work. The miracles won't be performed through you, right?
You're not gonna have the rapture before the tribulation.
Hold on.
Because the faith
Hold on. It was supposed to happen today.
Oh,
okay.
they had to reschedule.
It still ain't happened. So now what are we talking about? Stupid ass Christians.
Just this scripture I'm about to bring out, this scripture, this prophecy is in order, right? It says, behold, this is Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send many fishers, saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, out of the rocks, out of the holes of the rocks, right? So we're in that time of fishermen. We can't go from a hunter and then to a fisher. Why? Because that's out of order, right? So this prophecy is happening right in order, the way it's supposed to be. And the brother had brought about those steaks we're going to be enjoying, that the elite, they're holding for us right now. Listen, they're working. It wasn't Sarah. They shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, out of the holes of the rocks. And then again, it ain't gonna happen to you. You ain't gonna be part of that number if you have a spirit of doubt. If you don't have the faith.
No, see, it's preordained.
Pre-picked,
We
pre-selected.
just prisoners of hope, man.
Gone.
That was it.
That's it.
I was gonna bring this one up, but like I said, I think the point is being made, man.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
So,
Bring it out.
the point has been made, man. Hey, we got the victory. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we must continue to move in faith as we come into this harshness of Jacob's trouble, man. Just remember, it's for us to be refined and made perfect, not for us to be destroyed in the midst of it. You see? So don't have no fear, man. Cleave unto Yahweh Shai. And He's going to bring you closer and closer to the Father, man. You see, to receive that protection, to receive that hedge. We've been making this our habitation this entire time, from the time we heard it up until now. You see, we've been making this our habitation all this time. And it's about to pay off. It's been paying off, but watch how the Most High makes it manifest here in these last days as He comes to the aid of us as our enemies come with persecution, man. And it's a must. We got to go through it. This is our lot as Israelites to receive the inheritance promise. You see? And so with that, man, we're going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Radash.
A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let out here out there pushing His word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai has created us to do. With that, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba.
Shalom to the elect.
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was
Spirit was flowing.
Michael.